Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at one of the first mid-size watches from Audemars Piguet that features an automatic movement. This one, the reference number 77350ST.OO.1261ST.01. Basically, it's a 34mm Royal Oak with an automatic movement with the white or silvered white Grand Tapisserie dial. I'll be doing an unboxing first, so if you want to get to the watch, just skip to a little later in the video. But first, the unboxing. Here we have the Audemars Piguet box here. Simply open it up and you have the watch on the inside there. But before checking that, when you receive your watch, also there is a warranty card featured underneath in a little sleeve holder. That's where it's kept. The watch itself is in the box up here, big chunky wooden box, and there you go. Okay, so there's the watch right there, and let me very carefully remove the pillow, slide it out very carefully, and remove the hang tag so it doesn't get in the way here while we there we go. There's a hang tag with the AP logo there, the entire word mark portion of it. All right, and the watch itself with a little like of a plastic covering. As you can see, let me move my camera down here so you can actually monitor it. All right, there's the Grand Tapisserie dial, silver toned, and there is a plastic covering on here with tape as well. So, as is part of the unboxing process, we'll have to, I believe, remove the tape first. Okay. And then the casing, they're little tabs up at the top corners here around the 1:30 and the 11:30 or 10:30 positions there, so you can actually get your fingernail in there and remove that outer plastic shell. Okay, and there we go. There's that portion, and also there's the inner portions here. I'll just keep those intact. No need to remove those, but you can just simply peel them from that sort of a dark reddish portion at the very top, closer to the case there. But anyway, the watch itself, 34mm on the wrist. I'll be going over all the features of this watch, the case, the dial, the bezel, the crown functions, as well as that of the movement and the bracelet. And I'll be giving my thoughts on these throughout this video. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is a 34mm. That makes it a mid-size case watch here. Let me close up this. All right, I'll set you off to the side. And we have, all right, now into the review. Now the case size, again, 34mm, and that's the measurement from finger to thumb. That's the diagonal portion from the 2 to 8 o'clock position, same as the 10 to 4 o'clock position, same distance, same 34mm. They don't measure it side to side or from top to bottom, lug to lug, in other words. The thickness here, 8.8mm, so wafer thin, fits very nicely on a wrist that has a suit cuff or even any sort of jacket sleeve, slides right underneath very easily. Overall, you have a 50 meter water resistance, so I wouldn't go diving with this. Maybe surface swimmable at best. Definitely take a shower or do the dishes and stuff. It's fine in that regard. Overall, you have a nice stainless steel composition here with the satin brush finishing along the flanks as well as on the front, basically on all the main panels, if you will, of the Royal Oak, sort of modular in its appearance and very angular and quite distinct in its own right. The bezel itself, nothing new here. You have the rounded octagonal bezel with the hexagonal screws all placed in such a way that the slots sort of travel in a circle, sort of that Gestalt principle of closure, where you have all those simple points, although disconnected, creating a complete shape with how they're arranged. Now, looking here at the dial, you also have the silvered Grande Tapisserie dial. You have the gear shade patterning in there on top of all the raised squares, as well as in between the raised squares. So you have this sort of dual sun ray effect depending on the angle of light that you have there. And as I'm moving it through the light box here, you can see the way that it plays in the light. It's incredibly complex and very beautiful in its own right. The hour marks all applied 18 karat white gold index markers, all there basically to prevent tarnishing. The Royal Oak hands also 18 karat white gold, and the Lance style seconds hand center mounted. Also, taking a look here, you do have the luminescence on those hour marks with the Super Luminova. It gives it a very distinct green tone to the glow-in-the-dark features there, and quite long lasting, so it's very, very good from Audemars Piguet. And here you can actually see better than in the daylight. You have the basically a mirror high polished finish on that rehaut for the inner bezel, so you have a very interesting optical effect depending on your angle of view there. It's best seen in low light situations there, right? But you can still kind of see it in daylight as well. Now, taking a look here at the details for this dial one last time, the date aperture here is at the 3 o'clock position. Takes up that entire position. There's no index marker there. Not that you really need it, but it's there to basically display the date with the best possible contrast as well. You have the white background with the black text, makes it for the easiest readability there. No indication of the word automatic, even though it is a fully automatic watch. You do have the movement in there with that winding rotor to help wind the watch. Now, taking a look here at the functionality of the watch, at the base position, you can just wind it. No need to pull the crown out or unscrew it, because this allows you to wind it manually. So if you're at a dead stop, about 20 to 30 full winds gets you to the full power reserve. Rather simple there. Pull it out to the next position. This allows you to adjust the date by 1. It's about a half turn, or somewhere between a quarter turn and a half turn, to advance the date by 1. And it's a quick set date. You can do so at almost any time of the day. I wouldn't really do this anywhere between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. So say 10 a.m. is a very good time to do it. 6 a.m. is also a good time to set the date, should you so desire and should you need it. Pull the crown out to the final position. Note that the seconds hand does in fact stop, giving you the hacking function, so you can set the time nice and precise. And with the very subtle but still evident minute track on this dial, you can set the time nice and precise, moving the minute hand and by extension the hour hand as well. And once you have that seconds hand set up to a reference time, just simply press the crown back in to get that time started up once more, get that second hand moving. Now, what makes all this work on the inside? It's the first automatic movement from Audemars Piguet in their mid-size watches, the caliber 5800. This one features the center hour, minute, and seconds with the quick set date on that dial. Features 28 jewels, 186 total parts, so kind of on the lower end actually, but very, very effective regardless. You also have a 23.9mm diameter, beats at a frequency of 28,800 vibrations per hour, or in other words 4 Hertz. So that basically means that you can keep this running no problem, and it will be running consistently and quite accurately. That's more precise there. Altogether, you have 50 hours of power reserve, so you can set this down on a Friday evening. You can pick it back up late Sunday afternoon if you wanted to, and give it a nice little wind. Just wear it all the rest of the day and no need to wind thereafter. And while I'm zoomed out here, you can also see that we do have the stainless steel bracelet. Again, all satin brush finish on the outer portions of the sort of panels, all the major faces of the proportions and the pieces of the watch bracelet, same as what you would find on the side of the case. Nice satin brush finishing running perpendicular to the face there. The face is all running parallel to the direction of the band itself, with the intermediate links, 2 for each link here, and also a nice high polish in the in-between portions. Hard to see here because I'm not really bending it, but there's a nice high polish portion among the intermediary portions of these links, giving a very distinct glow to them depending on the angle of light. You also have the butterfly clasp here, double deployment. So you have the AP logo centered. So how does it open? Just simply press the 2 buttons in. You can't open it just by simply pulling it. You have to actually engage those 2 buttons to unfasten the clasp here. You have the AP wordmark logo on the inside there. And also you have the way that it opens is the 6 o'clock side first, or the way it closes, 6 o'clock side first, then 12 o'clock side. I can show you here, placing it on my wrist now. So you can see it. Let's focus here. Okay, so you can see it basically 6 o'clock side first and then 12 o'clock side, because you want the logo to be on top. You don't want to destroy that part of the bracelet by placing the 6 o'clock side second. All right, so at full lengths, for me, it fits perfectly on a 7-inch wrist. If your wrist happens to be larger, you'll have to contact your AD or, you know, somehow procure some extra links, because this one fits me perfectly. Basically, no extra space under the bracelet here, and the way that the lugs sit on my wrist feels very good indeed. So if you have a flat wrist, round wrist, 7 inches is your maximum size that I can recommend. If you have a smaller wrist, of course, you can use the screw system here to remove individual links at your leisure. Now taking a look here at the face of this watch, quite distinctive. Definitely the white dials give you the probably the best contrast when it comes to the readability, because the 18 karat white gold basically reflects everything around you, and currently I'm in a dark room with a light box, so it's very easy to read for me because it's just reflecting the darkness of the room. So it's basically a black and white, almost like an inverted black dial, what you would typically see. High contrast, very practical, and also very, very distinct in its own right. Because it's an Audemars Piguet, you have that rounded octagonal look here, very beautiful, and will certainly fit with just about any sort of color scheme depending on your dress. Well, it doesn't really depend on your dress, because you can wear this with anything. White goes with just about anything, black goes with just about anything. So this one, if you want it to stand out, wear something dark. If you want it to sort of blend in, be a little bit more incognito, wear something light. But that's all I've got to say about this watch. What do you think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about the Audemars Piguet, one of the first 38mm case size watches, the 77350ST.OO.1261ST.01. Basically a ladies mid-size watch here, all in stainless steel with the white or silver Grand Tapisserie dial here. All right, so let us know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video, or subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, visit our store at jazztime.com. Links in the description below, where you can get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you in the next one.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.